Is this a median, an altitude, or neither? It is a median. Okay, 37. Is that a median, an altitude, or neither? Median, altitude, or neither? It is an altitude. So even though the square is on the outside, it still comes down from vertex and makes a square. So this is an altitude. Okay, 39 says find the interior angle sum for each polygon around your answer. Okay, we just need to count the sides. Okay, so go through and count the sides. How many sides are there?
7.
There are 7. So you're going to say 7 minus 2.
I got 6.
You got 6?
Yeah.
We can't
Oh,
count
no,
it
no,
up?
I got 7.
Alright.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so you're going to say parentheses 7 minus 2. Close parentheses times 180. 7 minus 2 times 180.
900.
900? Okay, 41, it says a 19agon, so it says 19 minus 2 times 180 then. 19 minus 2 times 180. $3060. Somebody agree? Okay. Uh, 43. You're gonna start off by counting the sides. How many sides are there? 8? 8? Okay, so 8 times minus 2 times 180. 1080. Okay, and then you're going to subtract all the inside pieces. Okay, so you're going to say 1080 minus, and then do all the inside pieces. $150? Somebody agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we got 150. Okay, 7. Is that same sides or opposite corners? Same sides or opposite corners? They're opposite corners. Opposite corners, are they equal or do we add them together? They are equal. So if that's 110, the other's 110. Okay, 47. Are that same side or opposite corners? They're same side, so that means we're going to add them together. Okay, so we're going to say 11x plus 11 plus 70 equals 180. Okay, then we can combine. Who can get combined? 11 and 70. So we get 11x plus what? 81 equals 180.
Minus 81.
Minus 81 from both sides. And so we get 11x equals, what is 180 minus 81? 99. Okay, and then what needs to happen?
Divide by 11.
Divide by 11. So we get x equals 9. Okay, do we stop or keep going?
Stop.
We stop. It says solve for x. Bless you. Okay, 49. Are those on the opposite corners or are they equal? They're in opposite corners, so we're, I said that wrong. I said, are they opposite corners or are they equal? Okay, they are equal because they're on opposite corners. So you're going to say 19x plus 6 equals 20x. Okay, look at the problem. The left side has how many pieces?
2.
2. The right side has how many pieces?
1.
1. which piece needs added to the right side? An X piece or just a number piece? Just a number piece. So do we add a 0 or do we add a 1? We add a 0? We add a 1? That's okay. Okay, when do you know to add a 0? When do you know to add a 1? You guys remember? Okay, let me ask you this, and if you've been with me for a while, I already know you know the answer. If there's no number in front of an X, what number is it?
1.
A 1. So we add a 1 when there's what? When there's an X. Okay? When there's just a number, what number do we add? A 0. Okay, so you were right. See, but I gave you a look, and then you started changing your mind. Be a little confident, girl. Okay, so we're going to add a 0. Okay, we're going to move our letters to the left and the numbers to the right. Who needs moved? Who needs moved? The 6 needs moved, and the 20 needs moved. Okay, who's getting crossed out? The 6s and the 20s. 19 minus 20. Negative 1x. 0 minus 6. It's negative 6. Okay, then what needs to happen? Divide by negative 1. So we get x equals 6. Okay, what does it ask us to find? It asks us to find y. Is there something by the y?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and so this one is easier because we have something there. Okay, so y is 20x. So it's really going to look like 20 times 6.
120.
120. Can I scroll? Okay, 51. If the bottom is 20, what's the top?
20.
20. Okay, top and bottom are equal, left and right are equal. Okay, 53, we're going to set these equal. So I got 6x plus 5 equals 7x plus 2. Okay, we're going to move our letters to the left and numbers to the right. So who's getting moved?
7x.
Good. 7x. Who else? The 5. Who's getting crossed out? The 5s and the 7s. 6 minus 7 is negative 1x. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Okay, then what? Divide both sides by negative 1. So we get x equals 3. Do we stop or plug it back in? We stop. We're almost done, okay? Okay, 55, we're going to set them equal to each other. Okay, so we're going to say 3x. 3x plus 3 equals 5x minus 1. Okay, we're going to move our letters to the left and the numbers to the right. Who's getting moved? 5x. Who else? The 3. Okay, so 3 minus 5 is going to be negative 2. Negative 1 minus 3 is going to be negative 4.
Divide by negative 2.
Divide by negative 2. So we get x equals 2. Okay, which one do we plug that back into?
5x minus
LM, which is 5x minus 1. So it's going to look like 5 parenthesis 2 minus 1. Should be 9. Okay, if the right's 9, what's the left? 9. Can I scroll? Can I? Hold on.
You got it. I'll come back.
Alright. 57. Are those two the same or are they different? This one kind of works out, but are they the same or are they different?
Different.
They're different. So we're going to say 180 minus 88. 180 minus 88. 92? Okay, 59. Are those two the same or are they different? Are those two the same or different?
Different.
They're different. Different means add together. Instead equal to 180. Okay, so we're going to say 8x minus 13 plus 105 equals 180. Okay, who can we combine? 13 and 105. What is negative 13 plus 105? 92?
Minus 92.
Minus 92 from both sides. And so I get 8x equals 88.
Divide by 8.
Divide by 8. So we get x equals 11.
Equals 11.
Okay, 61. Are those two the same or are they different? They're the same. Okay, same means what? Same means equals. Okay, same means equals in math. Okay, so we're going to say 10x minus 10 equals 7x plus 17. Okay, we're going to move our letters to the left, numbers to the right. Who's getting moved? The, huh?
7x.
The 7x, yeah. Who else is getting moved? The 10. Okay, 10 minus 7 is going to be 3x. 17 plus 10 is 27. Okay, and then what needs to happen? Divide both sides by 3. So we get x equals 9. What's it asking you to find? E. Okay, so E says 7x plus 17, so it's going to look like 7 plus, or parentheses 9 plus 17. 80?
Yeah, 80.
Like 80? Okay. We got one more difficult one. Not even difficult, but hard, like lots of work. Okay, and it's not this one. Okay, 63, we take the top one plus the bottom one and divide by 2. So you can hit your fraction button if you like to do it that way. You can use parentheses, or you can just add them and say equal and then divide by 2. Okay, you take the top plus the bottom divided by 2. what is that?
I got 13.5.
13.5? There's no way.
10 point.
Hold on, pause. How do I know that it's not 13.5? Yeah, so if I say, Junide has money between me and Sam has $6.80, and I have $13.40, there's no way that she has $13.50. It's not possible. So that kind of lets us know if our answer is roughly correctly, right? So that doesn't, it's not a guarantee, but I know for sure that that one was wrong. So I do appreciate your answer either way. What is it actually?
10.1.
10.1? 10.1? Okay, so 10.1. Okay, 65 is their last lengthier one. Okay, you're still going to take the top plus the bottom one and then divide by 2. The top plus the bottom divide by 2. What does that give you? 27. Okay, so I know that this middle one here is 27. And so we set the middle now, the junk that's there, equal to 27. So 4x plus 27 equals 27. Okay, we took the top plus the bottom, divided by 2, and that was our number that we put here. Okay? How do I solve that? Minus 27 from both sides. So I get 4x equals 0. Then what? Divide by 4. So we get x equals 0. Okay, the rest are easy peasy fast. Okay, 67 says classify the triangle by its sides. What are the 3 types of sides? Sides, not angle, sides.
What is it? Obtuse, acute,
Are those the sides or are those the angles?
angles. Sides are like
Isosceles, scalene, equilateral. Okay, those are the 3 types of sides. Okay, so if we look at 67, what kind is that? It is a scalene. Okay, all 3 sides are different. Are you looking at the outside or the inside?
Outside.
The outside. Okay, this is a scalene. Okay, 69. I told you, remember? What kind is this? We're not basing it on looks. We're not basing it on looks. What kind is that? This one trips everybody up.
Collateral.
It's a scalene. Okay? We're not basing it on looks, so I cannot look at it and be like, it looks like an equilateral. It looks like a scalene. It looks like an isosceles. Are their sides marked?
No.
No. So then what is it? It's a scalene. See how this one has markings? It would have markings if it was, some of the things were the same. Okay, 71 says classify them by its angles. By its angles. So are we looking at the inside or the outside?
Inside.
Inside. Okay. I've got a 26, a 37, and a 117. What kind is this? Obtuse. Okay. 73. This one we are basing it on looks. Okay, we are basing it on looks. What does it look like?
Obtuse.
It is an obtuse. Okay, 75 through 78. How many answers should you have?
2.
2. We should have 2. Okay, starting off on the inside, is it obtuse, acute, or right?
Obtuse.
Obtuse. Okay, and then the outside. A scalene. Okay, you can say OS or SO, it does not matter. Okay, 77. Obtuse, acute, or right? Acute. Okay, isosceles, scalene, or equilateral? Isosceles. Okay, it's got 2 sides marked. Okay, so it's going to be an I.